Hello everyone and welcome to our video. We are going to discuss different tools to use in a 21st century classroom. They are all technology based and easy to use. Here we're going to start with formative assessments. Our first is Plickers and Sammy is going to present.
Amy is the CEO and founder of Plickers. Jen Kim is the product designer. Nicholas Hansen is community manager. Satoko Long, Xang Li, and Diana Folk are all engineers. To find out more information, email hello@plickers.com or call the number listed. Plickers is a tool that allows teachers to collect assessment data without the use of student devices. The purpose of Plickers is to help teachers get instant feedback without the use of student devices in the classroom. Applying the SAMR model. A teacher could use Plickers as a substitute for handwritten quizzes. For Augment, the teacher could use videos and images in the questions instead of only giving written questions. For Modify, the students have different cards and instead of show their cards and the teacher can scan it to get their data. Redefining Plickers. Plickers automatically sends the student's data to the teacher's phone so the teacher doesn't have to waste any time grading quizzes to find out whether or not the students understand the content. In conclusion, Plickers should be used because it automatically sends the data to the teacher's phones and allows the teachers to see which students chose what answers and what % of the class chose correctly. Some possible constraints are if the students get confused which way is which answer, and some students may like paper and pencil quizzes rather than holding up these cards. And the references are listed.
Next up is a website called Formative. Formative was founded by Kevin McFarland and Craig Jones, and they both studied at UCLA before they became business partners. You can find more about the founders on this site, and I left the link below. Formative is an assessment tool that makes teachers access to making online quizzes. Formative allows teachers to track student progress and see what questions students missed, and it is easier to see the majority of what students got wrong and what they're struggling with because it graphs it out. This tool gives a lot of possibilities in the classroom because teachers can use it to give things like at-home quizzes and then go over them interactively in the classroom together. Applying the SAMR model, the teacher could use Formative as a direct substitute of an in-class paper and pencil quizzes. To augment, instead of taking up, Formative graphs the quizzes results for the teacher. The teacher can visually see how many students got what questions wrong without taking up any time. To modify, now not only can students take online tests, the teacher can review the test with them during a class discussion on the smartboard where they can see the test questions again and review answers. And redefining, students can begin to graph their own results for tests and track their progress throughout the school year, only taking tests online. Visually see how they can improve throughout the entire school year and track their own progress. This could also be used as a math lesson to practice graphing. This tool should be used in the classroom because students can take online quizzes at home, saving class time. The quizzes are automatically graded, saving the teacher's time, and results can be easily accessed and graphed to track student progress. Teachers can also visually see which questions were missed by a majority of students and spend more time reviewing those answers. Possible constraints include if teachers prefer paper-pencil tests, Formative will not be a good tool, and some students may not have access to the internet or computer at home and will not be able to take the online quizzes. Differences.
Where's it? Yes, it's not. Okay, there it is. For Socrative, Michael West, Emmett Amon, and Benjamin Berthe are the founders of Socrative. You can find more information about the founders at the website below. Socrative is used as an assessment tool that allows teachers to make quizzes or events to share with their students. Socrative lets teachers see which of their students submitted answers and who answered right. This gives the teacher a chance to see which students are rushing through and which ones are having a hard time choosing an answer. Some of the possibilities include teachers giving the students quizzes and seeing students' progress. A substitute for it could be using a paper quiz rather than an online one. Argument, get students to add pictures to flashcards. Modify, try to make a friendly game out of the quizzes. Have two teams, have them work together to answer the questions. The team with the most ones. Redefine, have students try to make their own quizzes. 3 reasons why this should be used in classroom is gives teachers feedback in a timely manner. Teachers can track students' progress. Students will not have to carry a stack of flashcards on them when they want to study. Constraints, a student may have trouble with their hands, making them unable to use a mouse. And then the references are listed below.
Okay, so the next tool that we're going to be learning about is ClassKick. So ClassKick was created by Andrew Rowland in 2010, and who is an 11th grade math teacher in Chicago. And more information about him can be found at the website below. ClassKick is an online program that allows students to receive constant real-time feedback from their teachers. Teachers can see exactly where each student is on the assignment and provide support when it is needed. This program also allows students to work on their online assignments with individual feedback. This tool can be used to incorporate scaffolding into independent work, and students can complete what they are able to do, and the teacher can instantaneously see which students are stuck and need help. Applying the SAMR model substitute. Having students complete their assignment on the online ClassKick program instead of on paper. And have students complete their independent work on ClassKick using images to supplement instruction. Modify. Teachers can see students working in real time instead of a worksheet that teachers can only see the work when it is turned in. Students can watch videos to supplement instruction. Redefine. Students can complete their assignments on ClassKick from anywhere at any time, and teachers can provide real-time support. Students can also provide anonymous feedback to each other. Some reasons to use this tool are real-time feedback. It's completely free to use. Pre-made assignments by other teachers can be used or altered, or teachers can make their own. Some constraints are that it requires an internet connection, and the anonymous-only peer feedback could become an issue. There's the reference.
Up next, we are going to be talking about review and study tools. The first review and study tool we will be presenting is Kahoot. Kahoot was founded by all the people on the screen, and to visit more information about them, there's the website also on the slide. Kahoot is a free review-based learning game that allows teachers to create games their students will actually want to play. There's tons of options. You can create full class games such as Jeopardy, or you can have solo games that students can play by themselves, such as matching, or you can have them collaboratively working together to review. And the purpose is like for reviewing for quizzes or big tests, and it's fun and keeps students interested. Sammy?
Applying the SAMR model. Substitute. Students can review with an online game instead of just using a paper study guide and looking.
Oh, sorry.
For Augment, teachers get immediate feedback and scores from the students. Their work is graded automatically, which saves teachers time. Modify. The teacher can make the questions with a variety of images, sounds, videos, or words, so every type of learner can understand. Redefine. Kahoot can be used in the classroom or at home. Students can just log on with the class code and answer the questions. Friendly competitions can be made to encourage more accurate answers. In conclusion, Kahoot should be used because it makes learning fun and interactive. It saves the teachers time by grading the answers and sending them an automatic report for every student, along with the percentage of students that got each question either right or wrong. Some possible constraints are some students may not have internet or devices at home. And the references are listed.
Okay, so the next review and study tool we're going to be learning about is Quizzes. Quizzes is a venture-funded company created by a team of 3 people who preferred to remain anonymous. You can find more information about the creators by emailing or submitting a contact ticket at their website. Quizzes is a fun tool for reviewing in the classroom or at home. Students compete against each other in a game format, but do not have to be using the program at the same time. Teachers can choose from lots of already created quizzes or make their own. This can be used as an in-class review before a test or even at home to assess students' learning, which is cool. To apply the SAMR model, substitute, students use quizzes instead of a traditional on-paper quiz. To augment, pictures, videos, music, and themes can be added to engage student and increase learning. To modify, Quizzes resembles a multiplayer game in which students compete against each other, but can take the quiz at their own pace. Students can also review the quiz instantly after finishing and see the right and wrong answers, unlike a regular paper quiz. To redefine, students can take the quiz at any time of day, so it can be assigned as homework or taken live in class. The teacher can track instantaneous data from students' results. In conclusion, reasons to use this tool are it can be used at home or live in the classroom. Quizzes made by other teachers are available, or teachers can create their own. You can compare results with class and individual data. Some possible constraints are that it requires an internet connection. There's the reference.
Oh. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I'm done. Okay, here we go. Okay, for Quizlet Live. So Andrew Sutherland created the tool. More information can be found at the link below. The purpose of the tool is to help students study. Students can create their own study guides or look at other people's set to study and learn from. The possibility of this tool include using it as a class review about content the teacher taught. Applying the SAMR model. Have students use index cards to make their own study cards. Have students add pictures to the flashcards. Instead of just doing flashcards online, they can make their own using index cards. Could use flashcards online to study with a partner. For redefine. Conclusion, 3 reasons to use this tool in the classroom. It's a review tool. It's a study tool. Students can make their own study cards. And the constraints is students may not have a computer at their house. And here are the references. Oh, I don't know what happened.
The next topic we'll be talking about is observational assessments. the first tool, Joe. Sam and Liam are the co-founders of Class Dojo, and they're both from the UK and were in their 20s when Class Dojo was launched. In fact, they're both in the Forbes Top 30 Under 30, which is a pretty good achievement for young entrepreneurs, and more information can be found on the Class Dojo website. Class Dojo is a communication app for classrooms. It allows teachers, students, and parents to all be connected and on the same page. You can share videos, photos, and messages. It's set up like a classroom social media, so it kind of mimics social media websites that everyone's already familiar with, like Facebook, and it opens a lot of communication. Danny?
Applying the Samurai model substitute. Have a point system on a poster board. The teacher can make little words to celebrate the student getting so many points. Did I miss one? Oh. Along with the online tool, also send out paper with information so the students can hand it to their parents. Use the tool to make a student of the month by seeing who got the most points. Once the student has a chance to get student of the month, they can't get it again until everyone has.
Conclusion. This tool should be used because it connects parents into the classroom. While some students are very open with their parents and what they do at school, some children aren't, so this gives parents the opportunity to really see what goes on at school. Teachers can communicate with students even if there was a snow day. If school's closed and there's an assignment due, the children can still turn it in through Class Dojo, or the teacher can post information that the students need to know to stay on track. Children can get immediate feedback on assignments. Sometimes after you submit a major assignment, the teacher can't get your grades back for a while, but on Class Dojo, they can be available to the students immediately as soon as the teachers finish grading. Possible constraints are students who do not have access to the internet will not be able to use it. And Class Dojo opens a lot of communication that some parents may find annoying. Some parents don't like to know everything that happens at school while Class Dojo shares on the information, so they may not even be interested. And here's the reference.
Up next, we have Classcraft. Sean Young is a co-founder and CEO. Devin Young is a co-founder and the president of the Classcraft. Lauren Young is a co-founder and the CFO. To learn more, visit the website. Classcraft is a gaming tool that allows teachers to create a lesson within the game. As students play through the game, they complete learning assignments all while in the game setting. Teachers can view free video trainings in order to learn how to use Classcraft. Teachers could use Classcraft to teach any lesson in order to get students more engaged in their learning.
Applying the Samurai model substitute. Students complete a lesson online at Classcraft instead of using worksheets or other traditional methods. Applying the Samurai model augment. Students can complete the lesson at home using Classcraft. Teachers can create additional lessons to support students who may need extra help or benefit from more practice. Applying the Samurai model modify. Videos, quizzes, images, and other interactive learning can be incorporated into the game lesson. Redefine. Students work together in teams to earn points in the classroom and on Classcraft lessons. Students are encouraged to behave and learn by the creation of adventure and gameplay within the classroom. The teacher can track data from students' answers over time.
In conclusion, reasons this tool should be used are it engages students with a quest format, there are self-paced lessons, and students can build collaborative skills by working in a team. Some possible constraints are that it's very complicated to create the lessons, and many features are only available in a paid version. And here's the reference. Up next, we have content sharing tools.
Our first subject for content sharing is QR stuff. It's a website that you can make QR codes with. and the creator is just not mentioned on the website or anywhere on the internet. The purpose of the QR code creator is to create QR codes. The website is simple to use, and you can create a QR code for just about any web-based website, Instagram page, Facebook link, anything on the internet. You can create a QR code for it, and there are many possibilities for this in your classroom. You could use them for your class website and put it straight on your syllabus, have parents scan it, and it takes them directly to the website. An example of a QR code, if you don't know what one looks like, is available in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. To substitute, a teacher could use a QR code as a direct substitute for links in their syllabus. A lot of teachers have important documents that they put links to in their syllabuses, and parents just never feel like typing out the full URL into the computer, and they never look at the information. With a QR code, all they have to do is scan it with their smartphone, and it takes them directly to the website. And to augment, now with the use of the website QR stuff, teachers no longer even need to send a syllabus home. They could simply send home a sheet with a QR code on it, parents scan it, and that sends them directly to an even better online website that houses your syllabus and other things such as interactive calendar and more. To modify, instead of sending home packets of readings, which teachers do all the time, especially like social studies, you need to read an article about the history, they send home a whole packet of reading, and that just wastes so much paper. Now they could just send home a QR code. Students can scan it, and it leads them directly to that same information straight online, so you don't have to print out so many packets of paper. To redefine, the QR codes can create completely new options that were not possible before, such as creating entirely interactive homework assignments. Instead of a simple worksheet, a teacher could include QR codes with the worksheet for students to scan that leads them to like an internet search or an internet scavenger hunt, and it can be a more interactive experience, so it's half a physical object and half online. In conclusion, this tool should be used because assignments can be easily redefined into new interactive activities that weren't possible before. Parents can easily access any link if you send it home as a QR code, and students will enjoy scanning it and be eager to visit the different places QR codes take them, because you never know if a QR code is going to take you to a website, a Facebook page, a video, a reading. You just never know. A possible constraints is you do need a smartphone device to scan it. So if a family doesn't own a smartphone, then it's going to be really hard to incorporate these QR codes into your plans. If students do not have access to the internet, this will also just not be beneficial. And here's the resource.
The next tool is called Bridge URL. The creators of Bridge URL are not named, but to find out more information, you can visit Bridge URL's website and go to the blog page. Bridge URL is an easy way to share multiple URLs at one time. The purpose is for some teachers require students to visit multiple different websites, so with the use of Bridge URL, teachers can easily share all of the URLs with students. Applying the SAMR model substitute. Instead of writing down a bunch of URLs or printing them out, a teacher can just share a Bridge URL, which will have a bunch of different URLs in one place. Augment. Teachers often have students complete projects and turn in multiple links. With Bridge URL, the students could turn in one link and their whole project could be attached. Modify. The teacher could send the students a Bridge URL with one link that contains all of the other links for the rubric, to the project, and the videos they need to watch for it, and the modules that they can view in order to help them. They won't have to print anything out or type in all of the URLs. Redefine. Teachers could add interactive assignments and videos onto this one link, as well as students' projects and homework outlines. In conclusion, Bridge URL should be used because it's free, simple to use, and very helpful if you are sharing multiple links. One possible constraint is that would be trying to share the links with someone that does not have a computer or access to the internet would be very difficult. And here's the references.
The next tool that we're going to be learning about is Chosito. Chosito is a content sharing tool. It's an artificial intelligence search engine that was created by Dr. Alini Miltasaki. More information about the creator can be found by emailing the email address. Chosito is a National Science Foundation funded search engine for students. All sources have been pre-approved by educators. Chosito is free to use for the basic web and library sources. Students can simply visit the website and start searching. This tool will be great for research for elementary schoolers since it allows searchers to be filtered by reading level so they don't find a source that has too high of a reading level for them. Applying the SAMR model substitute. Students can use the Chosito search engine to search for sources instead of another search engine like Google. Augment. Students can search through library sources approved by educators using Chosito. Modify. Students can search by grade level to find appropriate reading material. Redefine. Students can make online resource collections which can be shared amongst their peers or with their teacher. In conclusion, this tool should be used because all sources have been approved by educators. The artificial intelligence in the search engine helps students find what they were looking for, and filtering by grade level allows younger students to complete their own research. Possible constraints are a limited number of sources with the free version, and students need a device and an internet connection to be able to use the search engine at home. There's the reference.
So the next one we have is Newsla. So there was no information that can be found on their website. It allows teachers to give quizzes at the end of their lesson, leave notes, write prompts, and give their students notifications. Substitute for applying the SAMR model is rather than doing the things on the computer, they can write it out. Argument, use the tool so some students can work together on things like writing prompts. Redefine, have the students break into 2 teams, and each team the student work together as a team to see who can get the most correct on the quiz. And for conclusion, 3 reasons to use in classroom. No handwritten quizzes. Teachers do not have to chase kids down or remind them about assignments. About assignments and
Okay, so the next kind of tools we're going to be learning about are design tools. Our first design tool is called Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark was created by a team of workers at Adobe Systems. More information can be found on the blog at the link. Adobe Spark is a program that can be used to create graphics, animated videos, and web stories. Adobe Spark is a free program that has thousands of free online images available for use. Adobe Spark has a support page which is really helpful with information to get started and other frequently asked questions that may come up when using the program. Students or teachers could use this program to create posters, videos, or web stories related to class content. Okay, applying the SAMR model substitute, students can create their own posters, videos, and stories on their own.
Applying this model and groups to make something using the tool. For modify, have students add sound to things they make when for redefine, using the tool for students to be able to see their purge graphic art.
In conclusion, some reasons why this tool should be used is that it's free to use, students can develop creativity while using the tool, and lots of pre-made images and templates are available for students to use. Some possible constraints are students may need a fair amount of time to learn how to use Adobe Spark on their own, and it's only available for Apple mobile devices, so it couldn't be used on an Android tablet or anything like that.
Up next, we have Canva. Melanie Perkins taught graphic design at the university level and found students struggled to learn the basics. She teamed up with Cliff Obrecht and learned an online design tool. Later, they teamed up with Cameron Adams and expanded the company into Canva. A wealth of information about the founders and their story can be found on the About tab on their website. Canva is a design tool where users can create anything from flyers to menus. Canva has a lot of different tutorials to help walk you through it, so it is very user-friendly and easy to use. The possibilities in a classroom with Canva are endless. Posters can be designed to help with lessons, or students could use it themselves for a project.
Applying the SAMR model, substitute the school-issued traditional classroom rules poster can be substituted with the one a teacher creates themselves, so you can add your own touch on something in your classroom. To augment, the traditional classroom rules poster can be replaced after students and the teacher create rules together. After the rules that will be used on the poster are established, students can have a contest, and each student creates their own poster and then vote which one is the best and will be used in the classroom. To modify, instead of students typing a plain book report, they can go on Canva and create a book flyer for their book using a whole bunch of cool tools. And to completely redefine, after a social studies lesson, children can use Canva to create a magazine cover of a location discussed in class. They can also add multimedia features like a video of them describing the location.
In conclusion, some reasons the tool should be used are: this tool is great for creating posters for around the classroom. This tool gives plenty of projects, ideas to give to children. This tool is easy to use with guide videos. Some possible constraints are: if students do not have access to a computer or the internet, they will not be able to use the tool. For more founder information, visit the top link, and to access the website, it's at the bottom.
That's the end of our video. Thank you for watching.